Welcome to your energy attunement for October 2025. My name is Xenia, and this is my Garden of the Imaginal Substack and podcast, where I drop an energy update at the top of every month and then follow it up with an energy work audio where we work with the stone that is guiding us for the month. And this month, the stone we are working with is called Purpurite. Purpurite. The keywords for purpurite are purification, initiation, freedom, insight, truth, power, and sovereignty. It works with the elements wind and earth, helping to synthesize what's polarized between them, and very much works with our crown and third eye. I titled this attunement The Freedom of Being Undefinable because this stone really helps us to anchor the vastness of us embodied into our being through purifying our fields of attachments and anything that we have been holding on to or that has clung to us. It helps us to clear worry. It helps us to understand our connection to our spirit guides. And it also helps us to open up to life beyond routine. It's a really amazing stone to work with when we are feeling really heavy and chained to the day to day of life and have forgotten how to remember our vital life force. And it allows us to embrace freedom through teaching us to love the unknown and to be at home in an indeterminate future. Everything I'm reading is from this book called The Book of Stones, Who They Are and What They Teach by Robert Simmons and Naisha Sian. This is my absolute favorite divination tool, and that's why I work with it at the top of every month. And so I want to share with you a little bit more about what we're going to be doing in this attunement and what this stone does. It helps us to find the courage to leave behind our familiar sense of self and to seek a spiritual sense of promise of a greater identity, which one can feel even when one has no clear concept of what that entails or whether one will be able to find means of comfortable survival along this path. This is really a month of breaking free of survival programming. There are really interesting celestial events. I really believe that this is a month where we're choosing and anchoring new timelines and preparing to create a vastly different reality in 2026. Purpurite is a stone that not only purifies, but helps us to understand deception, to help us see the deepest truth beneath appearances. It helps us see where we're deceiving ourselves, where we're deceiving others, or where others are deceiving us. It also is a stone that helps us embrace our royal self. It is a stone associated with the violet ray. And so it initiates within us a desire to claim our power and to use it wisely for the benefit of all. So, this is a stone that's very helpful for those of us who hesitate to own or claim our power, because it also helps us purify the temptation to abuse power so that we can really feel more comfortable owning and claiming our power. It is made of several different other minerals, and each of those minerals contains a different property. So, for example, purpurite has manganese, and the manganese helps us to stabilize the nervous system and open to the experience of love and bliss. It helps us come into a state of oneness. And then the iron in the stone grounds those experiences of oneness in the physical body so that we can have alignment with our path between our divine self and our human experience. So our sense of the divine can start to really land in our thoughts, words, and actions. And it also contains phosphorus, which is a light bearing element, and it helps us to allow more light into our bodies. Phosphorus also helps feed the cells of the brain. So it helps us to clear the mind and helps the brain to integrate the information we receive in our spiritual communion. So it's very much a multidimensional stone, bringing those energies of downloads and ideas and vibrations into the physical body in a more integrated way. Purpurite is a master stone of spiritual embodiment and aligning the mind to the greater mind of the divine. So it teaches us to walk the earth with peace and grace and beauty, and to use our earthly experience to enlighten the material realm. It helps us, especially with worry through the storms of life and with anxiety. And it brings light into the densest realms of physicality. And it helps our bodies integrate our electromagnetic fields more deeply. The affirmation for the stone is I call upon spirit for purification, guidance, inspiration, and truth, and I take responsibility for the highest expression of my personal power. And these words are by Robert Simmons and Naisha Asian. And we're going to meet the stone purpurite today and see what they want to do with us. And we'll be in this meditation for about 15 to 20 minutes. So when you're ready, close your eyes, get comfortable, and we will dive in.